We got to move on here to the last race of the meet.
The day, you should say.
I mean, of the day. My apologies. It's opening day. How can I think that the meet's over already? Race 10 here at Dalmar. Maiden 20,000, 6 furlongs. And no, this is pretty much where the drunk people will throw their money on a long shot. And in this kind of race, long shots are very likely to win because who knows? Maybe somebody steps up out of nowhere. But
These races these races get a little funky. It's sort of fun to watch. We've seen plenty of maiden $20,000 that just get out of control, and it's just a big crapshoot. And then somebody long shot wins. So there is reason that there could be a long shot here.
yeah, bottom level maiden claimers. Last race of opening day at Dalmar. Who do you like here, Matt?
Well, looking at this race, it's a maiden 20 claimer, but really this maiden 20 claimer is not strong at all. You have a horse who's 0 for 10 in here. You got a couple horses that just haven't even been close to really winning at all. It's just a weak field. With that being said, we have number 6, Big Mocker. I think Mocher or Mocker, one of those two, however you say it. But it's a first-time starter for Peter Miller. Peter Miller does exceptional with first-time starters and maiden claimers. He's 29% in the maiden claiming race. First-time starter, he's 26%. Debut maiden claimers, 29%. So he's very good with these maiden claimer first-time starters here. Joel Rosario gets aboard. That's a big plus because Rosario's not – if he doesn't need to stay for this last race if he doesn't want to, unless he has a live horse. So he's going to ride this last race here, gets on this first-time starter. If this horse has any sort of ability, he should be able to run a nice race here. Big Mocker, I think, can beat these horses because this isn't a very strong field here, and I think he's going to run a nice race here. I think he can win first time out, and I'm going to take a shot with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see here why Joel Rosario decides to stay and ride in a race like this, maiden 20,000. That's got to just say, it's just screaming that this horse is a live play. I know you have the morning line odds. What's the morning line on this horse?
The morning line on this horse is 5-1. So, and this is a pretty spread out race too. You got a 5-1 in the 2-horse Jimmy the Whip, 9-2 in the Wine Tizzy and you got Blue Cherokee, the 11, and Promissory Exchange 9. They're also 5-1. So there's quite a few horses. Spring Up 5-1. You got about 5 horses here that are 5-1. 4 or 5 horses. So, and then you got a 9-2 shot. So there's about 6 horses that are all around there. So he's right in there with the mix, but I think his odds will go down just because it's Joel Rosario and Peter Miller. So I think that it's possible the odds could go down, but there's reason for it too. And I think this horse, again, this isn't a strong field. So if he has any sort of ability here, he should be able to be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's just shocking to hear those odds as I get ready to talk about my top picker. I go to the extreme outside here with Spring Up. Cody Autry trains and Rafael Bejarano sees fit to get aboard. I'm one for these moves. I like seeing these moves, these horses coming in from the Midwest, especially from Oaklawn Park. I like horses that ship in from either the Midwest or the East Coast. I like the 65 Beyer last out against Maiden special weight. The work pattern seems to be pretty decent. I like his workout 2-back July 2nd at Betfair Hollywood Park, 35-3. That was the fastest out of 14 horses that morning. It's pretty rare to see Bejarano ride for Cody Autry. So, kind of the similar situation with Peter Miller and Joel Rosario. Rider-wise, when you see Bejarano aboard and he's staying for the last race, it means it's a live horse, in my opinion. And I think just seeing that Bejarano is going to get the mount, it makes Spring Up, it just kind of, catches my eye, and that's why I made Spring Up my top pick. And as I move on to my second pick here real quick, I go just to the inside in Blue Cherokee, Doug O'Neill and Kevin Krieger, the rider and trainer combination for Golden Sense as well. Adds the blinkers on. The horse ran a pretty decent race last out. He only lost by 3 3/4. He ran 6 furlongs. He's going to take another small drop here. Comes from maiden 40,000 down to maiden 20,000. His work pattern hasn't been all that great. He had a pretty slow work last out. The slowest of 49 in the morning back on July 11th. He ran 104-3 in the morning. Not something you like to see. But I think the blinkers on. Kevin Krieger is going to put this horse to lead. He has shown speed in the past when he was racing on down the hill at Santa Anita early on in his career. Earlier on in the year, he showed some good speed. but he just could never hold on. I think the blinkers on will be the big addition here that may help him get the victory, but he's going to be my second pick here.
He's my second pick as well. Blue Cherokee is, and he's never actually hit the board, but he's run at higher levels. He's sort of gone down the ladder. He started in main special weight, then went to main 75,000 claimers, main $50,000 claimers, main $40,000 claimers. Now he's at the main 20 level. This is a race that he's running against competition that he's run against much better. And last time he lost to Strictly Class by 3 3/4 lengths. And Strictly Class would have absolutely just crushed this field if he was in this race. So Blue Cherokee getting that class drop. He's probably in with his friends here today. Gets a good outside draw. Going to be close up to the pace, if not on the lead. But Blue Cherokee, my second choice. He should run a good race. And if he runs like he did last time, he should at least hit the board here because he ran good enough to run well in this type of race.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Cherokee, like I said, Blue Cherokee, like you said, he's been climbing down the ranks, and it's not really encouraging to see that, but seeing the equipment change as well. Krieger still stays aboard. It just points that this horse, I think he's ready to run big here. As that's pretty much it for opening day.
Just a quick note here. On the also eligible number 13 Wildcat Candy, Bejarano is listed to ride him. If Wildcat Candy gets in this race, Bejarano will be aboard number 13 Wildcat Candy, and Spring Up Cody Autry, the trainer, is going to have to look for another rider because Wildcat Candy is Bejarano's first preference. It said on the overnight. I took a look at it earlier today, so that's just something important to note.
Something important to note indeed as we look forward to seeing the early scratches tomorrow, as we're expecting to see no more be scratched. And we'll take note and see if the also eligible Wildcat Candy will either be an early scratch or if they'll wait till Wednesday to see if the horse draws in. But that's it for opening day. 10 races. Joel Rosario is going to be here. 9 mounts. Look for him to win, a couple. But, I didn't really pick him that much. But for your sake, hopefully Mike Smith has a big day for you because I know you really liked him with his 3 live mounts.
They're all live.
That's it. As well, we want to mention our little blog if you want to talk about it, Matt, real quick.
Yeah, we have a blog. It's called 3 Colts Handicapping, and the link is 3coltshandicapping.wordpress.com. That's 3 THREE Colts COLTS Handicapping HANDICAPPING.wordpress.com. And we're going to have our picks up there tomorrow, Tuesday. They'll be up there. You look at Carlos's picks and Matt's picks. And we'll also put up Tyler's picks, who's our third person on the blog. It's me, Carlos, and Tyler. And all 3 of our picks for opening day, full card analysis is going to be on there. And I'm going to be writing a Del Mar blog as well, each day talking about the races, things I think about. And you can check that out, 3coltshandicapping.wordpress.com. That's the link. Check it out. Our picks. Look throughout the summer. We'll be posting daily. So that's our blog. And if there are any changes in our picks, they will definitely be on there because, as you know, handicappers change their picks every now and then. But you look for our picks online there.
Yeah, look for our picks online. I know for me, as well, just a little advertising for myself. I also like to blog about Los Alamitos, their thoroughbred racing, and their quarter horse races. I enjoy watching that. And also, you feel free to follow our Twitter. I'll have links in the description. Our Twitter is at 3 Colts Handicap. That's the number 3 Colts COLTS Handicap HANDICAP. Feel free to follow the Twitter. We always tweet about fun news and scratches and pretty much everything horse racing.
And we will. And come Del Mar time, we will have live tweets on site. So we will be at Del Mar. I will be tweeting about things going on at Del Mar on site, which is a big plus. So if you want to follow us, again, 3 Colts Handicap on site there at Del Mar, plus other news all across the country.
Once again, thanks for joining me here, Matt. It's always a good pleasure to have you here talking about opening day at Del Mar. This is our 2nd annual opening day preview. We hope to do it again next year. We'll look forward to maybe doing some stakes previews as well later on in the meet as well.
Absolutely, and we'll be back here, and thanks so much for having me. It was a pleasure and always willing to do it. It's going to be a fun meet. I'm really looking forward to it. Wednesday is going to be a lot of fun.
Wednesday is nearly here. We're ready. Thanks once again for joining me, Matt, and as always, good luck everybody on opening day.